Hey guys, all right, let's take a look at the exciting world of Bitcoin and ETFs today. It's another record-breaking day. As you can see, the 24-hour volumes in the Bitcoin ETF space has been absolutely incredible. When I refresh this page, honestly, every hour you see the 24-hour volume increase. Right now, BlackRock is at $3.35 billion. I mean, that's just crazy. Same thing with Fidelity, 1.58. Just in Robinhood itself, you can see that the volume there has also increased quite a bit. Today, it's 84.79 million. The asset under management is $12.32 billion, which means that BlackRock's going to keep buying Bitcoins. I mean, the fact that you have this ridiculous volume, it goes to show you the amount of interest that's there, specifically from a BlackRock perspective. So obviously, you're going to keep accumulating. I mean, it's just crazy the amount of volume that's coming in here. And, to be honest, this is inevitable now that the institutional adoption wave is coming through. More institutions are going to jump on the Bitcoin bandwagon. We're just seeing legitimization of crypto in traditional finance at this point, right? So this wave not only is going to boost the confidence among retail investors, but it kind of leads to a more stable price movements in the long term. So overall, I mean, this is all positive news. The higher trading volume, so just talk a little bit about the significance of higher trading volume. When you see this much trading volume, what this does, it just shows that there's greater liquidity in the market. So when the institutions are bringing these hefty investments, Bitcoin's trading volume is going to skyrocket, and what it's going to do is going to lead to increased liquidity, and this makes Bitcoin more attractive as an asset, so potentially reducing the volatility and encouraging more investors to dive in, because that has been one of the main negatives about Bitcoin from the mainstream media and the mainstream investors, is that it's extremely volatile. So when you see this much volume coming in, it just goes to show you that it's going to slow down and make this price more stable. And as institutional investors typically adopt a longer term perspective compared to retail traders, so their involvement could lead to more stable Bitcoin prices and then cushioning kind of that notorious Bitcoin or crypto volatility in general. So again, this mainstream adoption catalyst is the volume of these Bitcoin ETFs. And that's why it's such an important thing to understand how big of an impact these ETFs are going to have in the overall crypto spheres, but most importantly in the overall Bitcoin asset space, where now more institutions, more investors are going to feel comfortable jumping into the bandwagon, so to say, and that's going to just lead to an increased price in Bitcoin just because of the amount of Bitcoins that are in circulation. And when you see this much inflows, I mean, if we take a look at just BlackRock's fund inflow chart, I mean, you can see just ridiculous amount of inflow that are coming in just on a daily basis. They're almost setting a new record every other day. Now, what this does is this shows that there's enhanced market maturity. So the entrance of these institutions into the Bitcoin space is a key factor for the market's maturation. So mature markets attracts more serious investments, and it becomes a stable component of the global financial system, because now everybody has the trust of all these big institutions like BlackRock and Fidelity that are offering these avenues for normal people and more trusted investment groups to invest into this new asset, which before was not available. So that's why having these ETFs and having the popularity and the amount of interest and the amount of volume that are coming in, it just further shows you how we're still in the beginning of this rally. We're in the beginning of the adoption of Bitcoin, and it's only a matter of time before, more and more investment companies, more and more investor groups, even family offices are going to feel more comfortable jumping into the space, because now they have kind of the stamp of these huge firms like BlackRock and Fidelity and others. And in turn, what this does, this is going to actually have a global market expansion. So essentially, when you see this much volume, this much increase in the price and the adoption of Bitcoin specifically. Obviously the other coins kind of like follow suit what Bitcoin does, but in general, when you see this much volume, when you see this much interest from institutional investment into this space, what the global market expansion means is that institution interest is not just a local phenomenon, right? It's global. So this worldwide attention ensures that Bitcoin's influence and adoptions cross borders and making it truly a universal asset, which it is. It is a universal asset just because of the fact that it's decentralized. So what this is going to have is a snowball effect, right? So each institution that adopts Bitcoin is going to pave the way for the others to follow suit. And this is going to have a huge snowball effect, and it's going to gain size and momentum. So there's a lot of potential for Bitcoin's price and success to reach new heights as more institution adopt Bitcoin, and as these new ways to invest in Bitcoins, like specifically these ETFs that are coming to the market, it's going to stabilize everything, and it's going to provide and navigate ways for people or companies all over the world that didn't have a trusted way to invest into Bitcoin. Now they have this ability. So that's why I'm so excited about this ETF space, specifically in Bitcoin. And I'm going to keep researching on it and try to provide daily updates as much as I can. I mean, there might be times where I might do every other day or 2-3 days, but just because there's so much influence that this is going to have in the overall space of the Bitcoin market and the cryptocurrencies in general. And I think we'll see more ETFs get approved. I mean, the next one, Ethereum, is definitely going to get approved just because BlackRock has such huge interest in that as well. Anyways, I'm very excited, as I'm sure all of you are too. Stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.